What's up, Internet? That's right. It's podcast time. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. What's up, everyone?
Greetings, humans.
Don't forget that you're humans.
Okay, do we have to have this conversation again? We're not going to be like the Imperium. We're actually going to be more like chaos and just accept everybody, not just humans, okay?
Yeah.
Greetings, everyone.
Welcome to Gold Hog Gaming. This is the GM Podcast. I'm Aaron Sigil.
This is Darkheart.
This is your brain on chugs.
And I'm Gravity Shock.
And, this month's been a wild fucking ride.
Yup.
Yeah.
Wild. So, as usual, we're about to start going around and we're about to get into, what all we got going on. However, Chugs found something last week. And we were waiting for today to talk about this with the other GMs.
Oh, that's gotta be fun.
Chugs.
Indie RPG by a guy named Josiah Moore. Grimdark sci-fi based about 1,000 years in the future. Humanity has colonized space, basically out to the Kuiper Belt. And then something disrupts the heliosphere, and the Oort cloud starts collapsing on our solar system. And within 2 generations, everything and everyone in the solar system will be wiped out. And you are playing a character in this setting. What got Aaron interested, and I admit it's part of what got me interested, your character can die before you even make it out of character creation.
What?
Character creation.
I'm the only one who didn't know. What the hell?
Yeah, the character creation process is a choose your own adventure style introduction where you do so many like tasks, and that determines the age of your character. But the choices you make each have their own consequences, and some of those consequences can be fatal. You can accidentally kill your character in character creation.
What the hell? Alright, that's a first for me.
And so, because of the words Chug said, I took this right out of his hands and I'm working on some shit.
The title is Starset the Great Dimming.
I was told about this instead by opinion. I'm happy playing this because we play rock, and if you've been paying attention to the games this month, you know how bad it's been.
Hold on, Gravity. No spoilers. We're about to get into that. Oh, poor Gravity.
I think Aaron and I are probably both about to go through the character creation process.
Just to
and
see.
do a test run of it.
I bought the playtest for this. There's no joking about this. The campaign will be the Euclidean conflict. Yeah, motherfuckers, I already got a roll 20 set up. I'm starting already on plotting.
Well, you know I'm in. Well, let's see which of our players are interested.
Indeed. But with
We
that,
already know that Gravity Shock is out.
yep, we understand Gravity does not want to die during character creation.
He's gonna create 10 characters, and none of them are gonna make it out of character creation.
It's gonna be 10. No, it's gonna be 10 characters. They're all the same character, just with a letter at the end of each name.
Oh, that's funny.
It's that scene out of Gamers, Darkness Rising, where the bard just keeps dying, and they just make a pile of bard bodies.
Thank you for reminding me about that. I know that movie. I said so long ago. But yeah, again, I like to terrible. We'll talk about it with each game this one. But yeah.
A moment when you realize, there we go. Say hi, guys. Absolutely nobody could hear you, fucks.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Really?
Wow. Well, we just pitched a whole indie RPG and nobody heard it.
You were literally talking to the void. Good job.
Okay. Well, Starset, The Great Dimming, made by Josiah Mork. Look it up. Grim dark sci-fi, hopeless setting. Your character can die in character creation.
Let's go.
And we will be at some point we will be playing this. Sans Gravity because of you'll understand why he doesn't trust the game gods.
Currently.
Hearing the rest of the shenanigans.
With that segue, we're gonna go ahead.
Good stream.
Yep.
Before something else gets stopped.
All right. So, with that being said, though, we'll revisit this towards the end of this session. Let's go ahead and get right into it and talk about why Gravity officially doesn't trust the game gods. Dark, Raven and Ravnica was our first game of the month, so you're up.
All right.
I'm gonna kick this shit out that motherfucker the next time I see him. Trini, make another death save. Yeah, so are you gonna unban Lucky?
Yeah, man.
Lucky got banned early on when this is still fifth edition.
Okay, yeah, okay. I was just wondering what that was. I didn't know that was banned, and hey, I'm glad I changed the feed I got for my background. Then,
Yeah,
so
so
originally merchant got Lucky for free, and I was like, yeah, no.
yeah, again, some stuff got banned or put behind level locks because they're just really disruptive. and not just for the DM side, but like time wise, no one here no one here enjoys the feeling of having an entire like combat round have to be re-rolled.
Time impassable.
What's that? On the horizon, I see cataclysm. But Chugs, are you looking forward to more to Wild Surges and utilizing that new table I gave you? Oh, knowing that there's so much more worse things on that table, I cannot wait.
I don't worry about what you're eating now.
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. There's some special stuff going on with Eric. Drooling at the mouth. Cannot wait.
Anyway, to clarify something for the audience, I did not die because initially sort of critted on me a bunch of times. I died because my dice wanted to roll the lowest amounts of damage numbers I've seen in this campaign so far. Roll the fucking. Just a cleric.
I almost want you to just start rolling in a different like location and just like just to see what happens.
Look,
Rolling physical dice.
look, I'm about to just put Aaron on D&D Beyond because it is far simpler on D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
And with Beyond 20, you can just roll right into roll 20.
Whatever makes it easier. Now again, this is RNG. Luck is subjective and completely within the mind of every human being. But still, man, you got some bad luck. You got some really bad luck.
Oh, wait until we talk about Pathfinder.
You mean where Sid committed a war crime?
It's not a war crime the first time.
It will be afterwards.
Exactly. I can't wait to. Yeah, I can't wait to delve into people's backstories when it comes to this ongoing game. Because there's a couple more setups before we really hit the ball running. Y'all have already started a lot of things in motion, and whether y'all realize it or not, we'll be able to touch on everyone's characters with some special stuff going on with certain characters that want a different kind of flavoring for their tabletop game. So that's going to be interesting for me to be able to work that and weave that into the story and the game as it goes on. But that's what I got going on. Hope everyone's going to enjoy this Sunday and every Sunday after.
I definitely will.
Oh, yeah.
If I survive.
Sid cast Draco Meteor.
If it makes you feel better, there are much worse things than dying.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what you can live through.
Yeah. Just look at Aaron. Poor kid.
You should
Or a suicidal kid. But now we should
wait for Aaron to start going. start going. I can't make this reference because I feel like no one's gonna get it.
do it. The audience might, one of us might. Who knows? Something to avoid.
Aaron, sponsored by OCP. Don't worry, we have your best interests in mind.
Kiss my ass.
Actually got that. And also, shall we jump to Pathfinder next?
Indeed, we can go ahead and shift right into Pathfinder, or as I believe we're calling it now, Sid's War Crime List.
not the first war crime.
No, he's gonna earn that. You can take that, but he has to earn that.
Oh no, I say it's not the first war crime in the world. Mustard gas exists in this universe, and it has been used in wars.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I'm gonna turn on my phone real quick. I'm sorry.
but yes, last time, Hardy initially recuperated after their first encounter with the Void Glutton, initially returning back to town to get some. Avoid it.
It's okay. I reclaimed that feat now.
But anyway, Hardy goes for a bit of battle slain, and finally have reached level 7. Oh, and somebody and also Jingles continues to make the strangest amount of poison among the party unintentionally because Jesus Christ. But yeah. And also, but after leveling up, Sid walked into a room and got into an encounter that we'll be starting the next session with. Will it be interesting? Will it last longer than a few turns? Will Sid succeed, or will my dice do so much horrible things to me rather than anyone else? Because
It was pretty fun committing creating a blast chamber. Let me correct that wording there. Creating a blast chamber was a lot of fun.
and again, this was another session where my dice decided to hate me because besides the fact I couldn't hit anybody at any point with anything, I actually critted myself during this session because the party was traveling with an NPC, and he critted twice during the session. One example is why my luck is bad. You fucking Christ. But yeah, it was a fun session, and I can't wait to see what other horrors you guys are gonna throw at me. Because this one is more, I'm wondering what you guys are gonna do, which is gonna get more interesting later. Thank you. Yeah. Especially with the fact that I know Sid will probably try to get more friendly with Gizmira to get more illegal things.
Illegal? How dare you insinuate that Sid would... Hold on, wait, wrong voice. Hold on. Shit, doesn't sound right coming out of my voice.
How dare you insinuate that Sid would commit such crimes?
You would commit more crimes.
War crimes.
Committing more crimes.
War crimes, not regular crimes.
Yeah. Oh, also for people knowing, we're probably going to get another rework character soon, being another book is dropping. Luckily this time it's not Sid or Antris. So, yeah, I have other new horrors to be introduced to. But any questions about Pathfinder, by the way?
Yeah, so rolling back to my earlier question, so we're understood that if you ban Necromancer, I get to do Kineticist.
I'm not banning Necromancer.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Unlike Kineticist, which is just broken because it's missing features that it should have
Yep.
to limit its power. Necromancer actually does. I mean, your minions are as weak as tissue paper in the HP department. Well, your spell-based minions. You have to do all those things to start getting rid of that ritual. Boy, release. That's dark.
We lost Dark,
Yep. There he is.
and we gained Dark back.
The signal in the void is kind of sketchy at best.
I'll come back. Yeah, I was on my phone and I was able to switch to my PC. Yeah. Oh, while we're talking about the Pathfinder game. This dude right here with the highlighter beanie. You got up on me about things I'm doing, and this dude hands over platinum like they're beads at Mardi Gras.
Sid not know what you talk about. Sid, a very efficient businessman. If you want to be mad with someone, be mad with yourself, Valadar.
Oh, but I don't
Yeah,
want
it's
to hear any kind of shit from you ever again. We had a whole ass fight. Yeah, we had a whole ass fight. And this dude, the very next session, has all this platinum.
I made my sale. Look at my sale. What can I say?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Sid,
I'm never gonna feel bad for this dude. I swear to God.
do you not want Sid to help you buy scrolls?
But learn spells. Because now you're one level away from your utility spells. I know. You will finally be.
Sid
Yeah,
could assist you
oh
with
God, yeah, you
some
would.
coin.
Yes, I do.
All you have to do is keep it a secret just how much money Sid has from Jingles, yes?
That's completely fine. I said that
easy.
in
Jingles.
Yeah, and it's fine. Jingles is too busy killing his brain cells with poison in it.
That's only because Jingles doesn't realize how much money Sid has.
I feel at the end of this, Jingles is going to develop like poison resistant 1 or something. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Body. I'd have to. If he keeps doing this, I might have to give it to him because he's doing it just. And I know why he's doing it. I'm glad he doesn't want to do it, but still, he's doing it for the bit.
Yep.
And he's got to expect commitment to the bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the upcoming shenanigans, especially since we got some backup coming to secure 3 floors for us. We're going deeper and deeper, and Sid still has some kegs.
You have a cat.
Sid's not talking about the gunpowder.
Oh, yeah, you have 3? I believe it's good. No, 2. You have 2 kegs of booze left.
I got 4, buddy. I got 6 from your ass.
Yeah. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, you spent 2. My math is wrong. Are we relaxing there, but it's feeling longer? Are we going to forget that Salazar is carrying just what amounts to Rook's grenades just in his pocket?
Yes. Yes, we are.
It's actually going to get worse. Yeah, it's going to get worse too, being how his spell hyping works.
Well, I know that I, for one, and it sounds like Dark and Gravity, you two, are also looking forward.
But again, everyone cut out.
Waka Waka.
I mean, there's not much left of the floor you guys are on.
Oh, we know. We know. We did that on purpose.
We're level 6, right?
7.
Yes.
We're level 7.
No, 6.
God damn it.
No, you're level 6. You're not. You're not following that. He's not getting. Yeah.
Actually, while we're talking about Pathfinder, I have such a question. Skills. I feel like skills get just underutilized when it comes to like I'm looking at this list of skill feats.
It is a problem. It is a problem because a lot of the skills don't really get that many feats until like really high level. The second you hit level 7 is when a good chunk unlock, which is kind of a sad part.
I don't know.
Anything.
I think Assurance is probably one of the best ones to take.
Yeah, and I limit that to one per player.
I feel like insurance is a good broad skill feat when you don't have anything else going on.
Yeah, again, get good feats until much later levels.
Yeah, so is that a problem for most Pathfinder games?
That can't be worse.
Understandable.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it's more they try to make it so that skills weren't too overpowered for a campaign, so that casters actually you had a reason to have casters who were casting more buffing spells and things like that. It is a tool. It is a problem. At least I feel it is. So I might no, actually no, because I know certain feats that a certain somebody might try to take. They could change limits. Look angrily at Sid.
Sid doesn't know what you're talking about. Sid would never take overpowered feats. Sid uses Draconic Mastery to gain all the feats.
So there's that, and
Yet again,
yeah, go ahead.
but yeah, I get what you mean. There's a lot of problems with these where it's they expect you to keep taking low level ones until you start upping it to expert and higher levels. Levels. The few feats I usually take for like a rogue is for I want to go there for athletics, which is just water run, but that's a 15 level feat. There's also wall flight, wall jump, and other ones. The only one I think doesn't have that problem is sadly religion. But religion is more just to get around workarounds. Being there's on the top of my head things like less toxin, less poison, less tonic, like a lot of weird interaction feeds with it, and I don't know why it's like that. Other than hey, give the cleric something new.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get into the subject of skills and stuff like that when we get to Cyberpunk, because there's some stuff I wanted to talk about when it comes to there. But for Pathfinder, it's going really good. We're getting up in level, which is usually slow going in D&D. Because while everyone does go by experience points with a lot of different games, like modules, and the only module Pathfinder I really know is this one we're doing and the previous one where we were in the tombs.
That's right. Yeah. Beginner's box, which never use beginner's box as an example. It is literally there just to teach you mechanics. and stuff.
Yeah, with the 2 modules we're in, getting up to level 7 is actually pretty hard to do for as quickly as we're moving. And again, all the players in that game are seasoned D&D players, and we wish we could be moving way faster. At least I know I wish I was. But like, I have to also remember like to enjoy what we're doing and not just go from checkpoint to checkpoint to checkpoint trying to clear everything out like a JRPG.
Sid not here to dungeon crawl. Sid here to find the man who cursed Sid.
Can't wait till we start diving into your backstory. Again, I don't know any of it, but every single bit that I hear about what you say in game is just wild.
It's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. Y'all gonna feel bad for Sid and Interest. Y'all gonna understand why Interest just wants to die.
I only have one more question, and this is kind of like a specific one for Gravity, because it came up with a couple of players. The spell
So now it is time, it seems. Yeah, that's right. I literally just got the dogs to stop barking and everything and got back in here just in time. For us to move on. Correct? To the fucked shit that happened while apparently everyone but Gravity and Miguel were at the game.
Right.
Chugs!
Tell me about what happened.
Chugs, regale us with the fuckery that happened whilst all of us had emergencies. He's gonna react stupid.
It's not stupid. It's just really loud and then quiet silence.
Usually involving a lot of dead bodies that shouldn't be there. That's stupid.
And broken bones.
Rook?
I don't have a problem.
Rook,
I don't have a problem.
I will send you to anger management if you don't get this problem under control.
You can't stop me.
Oh, really?
But so after that, they are about to go install all of Fox's cyberware that he got for Splatter. Looked at everything he had and realized, hey Fox, you don't have a neural link for any of this. So then they had to go back to the night market. Fox had to go back to the cyberware guy.
So you're telling me that instead of waiting to, I don't know, talk to the net runner, let people know what was going on, you two dumb fucks, emphasis on dumb, just went and made a plan to use Kai as bait, not tell Rook, and then decided to shove technology inside of a man that y'all got in a back alley?
wasn't being executed yet.
Yeah.
You haven't spotted?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. 'Cause he also.
the arm.
No, the same.
Yeah, he also. Yeah, he needs it for both. He needs it for both.
Yeah.
Oh, but he got the same Devastan installed finally.
Yeah, they installed the same Devastan. Splatter brought Fox back to the shrine where the Inari gang call their home, and left him with the Inari. Still under the effects of the drugs. He failed every single
Oh.
roll.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He will be at the moment. No things.
We got another word for that in the biz. Cyber drunk.
Gravity goes, Splatter goes all the way back from old Japantown to South Night City, where his container apartment is.
My friend, one of my original plans to de-stress a little bit by watching some old movies.
Old movies of what? You butchering bodies?
Yes, that was the plan.
You relax by watching your own home videos? Okay, seriously, how have we not talked about the fact that Splatter's a sociopath?
Okay.
no,
Then
because-
psychopath to the psychopath. Like,
Yeah, I mean, anybody pointing fingers in this crew is basically that Spider-Man meme.
I'm not a psychopath.
But but
God damn it, I am a sociopath though, so fuck.
Fox was still under the effect of the drugs. Nixon decided to ask him about Alexia, and if he thinks that he can trust her, especially with her just disappearing like that. Well, all of a sudden, what appears to be Charlie Collateral's men all show up and start hitting everybody in the shrine with tranquilizer darts.
oh my god.
Nixon gets hit in the neck, passes out. Fox cannot walk, so he crawls on the floor on his arms to get to the where his phone and gun are, or his agent, and he puts it on speaker and dials Splatter. Splatter hears everything going on, and he runs out the door, and public transit would take like 45 minutes to get him there. So he decides to try to break into and hotwire a car,
Oh, Johnny boy, no.
which is where
My dice.
Bradley's dice.
Reared their head for a third time this month?
First,
Yes.
first he could not pick the lock on the car door.
Oh no.
He ended up having to break the window with his shotgun. It took him, I think, 3 tries to hotwire it and get it running.
And then I crashed it.
He instead of putting it in reverse, he put it in drive and hit the fence in front of him. Then he stalled it, and then in the process of trying to start it back up again, he blew the engine.
Oh my god. Gravity. No, actually, Dark,
I encourage you, if you haven't seen it, go watch the VOD.
Chugs. I only got one thing to say at this point, okay? Why is it every time Afterthought leaves you fuckers alone for 5 minutes, everything hits the fucking fan?
Oh,
Oh, wait. We haven't even gotten to the, Splatter blows the engine on the car, ends up,
fucking it.
ditching the car, and he's running down the street with his shotgun in hand like a madman on his, just trying, he doesn't even know what he's gonna do.
Like when you actually play Cyberpunk and you're just running with your gun out.
Motherfucker!
And Fox activated his Sandevistan for the first time, dodging. And when I say dodging, I mean rolling on the floor because his legs don't work. While having a shootout with 3 soldiers, he ends up knocking down 2 of them.
Oh my god.
And the last one, they got into a point blank struggle for Fox's gun, where Fox tried to shoot him in the head and missed. And then he heard a familiar voice from the doorway yell, "Stop." He was still under the effects of the drugs. The silhouette was very blurry. But as it walked forward and came into focus, wearing a high-tech bodysuit, it was Alexia.
I fucking told that motherfucker so. I told that motherfucker so. No one ever listens to Afterthought. No. Everyone's like, that dude's out of his mind. That dude totally killed an entire building full of people. That dude told you motherfuckers she was the motherfucking mole. Don't y'all ever fucking talk shit about my name again.
By the way, did we clarify if Fox ever got that call with me, or did I hear everything that was going on?
I didn't think Fox had an
We
internal
never
agent.
clarified, but the question is, do you have an internal agent?
I need to double check my sheet, but no, I don't, because we talked about that when Aftershock came back and he was like checking for internal stuff to hack.
Okay.
The only thing I got is the eyes.
You don't have an internal agent, so I would say as you heard everything, like you hung up while you're on your way, trying to get there.
Yeah, texting. Yeah, that's what I said at the end. Texting everybody. Shit's gone down.
Yeah, I stand by my earlier rant. Of I told you so.
Yeah. Next session of Better Off Red. I hope you guys are ready for some shit.
Yeah, the Ocean Team Starvation. What is it?
Ocean Group Starvation Squad.
Yeah, their deaths will be next session.
I mean, I think you have more pressing things to handle right now.
I do, but as you and I have already talked about, I've currently got multiple different fingers acting on multiple different pies at one time.
Yeah. But if I gotta say, if while everybody else is trying to handle the emergency, you're just at Gateway fucking executing the help.
And they don't put it past me. No. I'm going to save Fox's ass. Don't misunderstand me. I have to be there to save Fox's ass. You know why I have to be there to save Fox's ass? So I can fucking say I told you so to that motherfucker sitting here telling me I'm gonna fuck you up if you say something. I'm gonna fuck you up if you keep saying it. Bitch, I was right.
Y'all there's a lot that you guys don't know.
Oh yeah, I know. Player wise, I'm totally riding the I was right fucking train right now. Character wise, Afterthought has no idea other than shit just hit the fan, and he's at Netwatch right now, finishing up some demon programming.
Yeah, and Rook is Rook's doing some stuff.
Yeah, Rook also has text messages. We did message you to hang out.
Yeah, they were gonna have beers with the original three, and it ended up just being Splatter and Fox.
You know,
But
another thing
you
would
do have
happen if Rook was there and had like, I don't know, a baseball-shaped object in his hand.
And we joked about that. We kept joking that every time we brought up Rook or talked about Kai, he would just mysteriously pop up in the background. At some point.
yeah, because you were the only one that we thought may still show up for the session, and so every time Rook or Kai got brought up, like they're like, "Is he gonna pop up now?" Like, even to the point whenever they were talking to Orca, Fox said, "I'm gonna go in the hallway and keep a lookout because I'm afraid Rook's gonna show up with all this Rook slander going on."
You want to know what's horrible? What's absolutely devastating? Like, I had shown up. It sounded like I went in combat, but now I know the context of what I was hearing.
Oh yeah.
I jumped into the channel into the stream for a little bit while we were in transit, and I was actually there for the San Devistan drunkenness.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
I'm looking forward to the next session, especially given that I believe we are all going to be there this time. And including my my drug dealer.
Auntie
Oh, yeah,
Mixie.
so I guess now's a good time to announce that Cyberpunk has our 9th player.
Yes, Lady Mystic, and I'm gonna be Auntie Mixie, your fixer. Your fixer-upper, drug dealer, and whatever guns and whatever else you need. I got it.
Mixie.
Brand is called Dragon as We Go. Weed Incorporated.
Try your way before red.
Mixie, you see that guy over there, Rook?
Yeah.
You don't trust him.
Don't trust Rook.
Charge him double.
Charge him double.
Luckily, Rook doesn't do drugs, but I need you to know, Rook is probably the most trustworthy person on this team.
I don't know.
My face
I don't know. If
says
anybody looks at your
otherwise.
brother sideways, you come unglued.
They can't see your
Hey,
face.
dude, it's your fault for bringing this so early.
Yeah, but we can't really trust you, man. You like to hit people in the face whenever they say your brother's name.
Early, we've been at this for over a year now.
Yeah, we are actually. I actually just went through and took a stock on episodes. This last session was episode 14 for Cyberpunk.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, real quick. Afterthought, how many buildings have you shot up?
None.
How many parents have you taken away? Don't come at me.
How many parents have I taken away? How many buildings have I shot up? 0.
You know, that's good, 'cause as long as it's not more than the one.
I do have to, without saying much, I do have to say that the Netrunner does have,
Body count.
that does have your body count from the incident.
Does he now?
I've done some shit I ain't proud of, bro. Don't ask questions you don't want answered.
Well, hold on. Well, I can't ask you in stream. Does he know about the missions I saw?
No, that stuff's all like Black Ops. But the incident was highly publicized at the time, so there's evidence of that floating around in the records.
That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but that's fine.
Yeah. We refer to it as the incident because it hasn't been revealed to the audience yet.
Yep.
So, my question is, Chugs, you did mention to us, so we've had a retcon to a previous comment. Is that retcon still holding that the end line of this game has moved?
I think that everybody is still heading to the same destination, per se. I just think that with all the paths being taken, it's probably going to take a little bit longer to get there. But who knows? Because right now everything just kind of got ramped up to 100 because you've got one of your crew members is in the process of being kidnapped, along with his entire gang.
Oh, so it's not just him. It's his whole gang that's been captured.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think the Netrunner just started putting some stuff together, knowing what kind of a psychotic madman you guys are dealing with.
Well,
I love the silence.
Because my brain's literally cranking, and there's a lot that there's a lot that Afterthought knows that no one else knows, because Afterthought hasn't been given a legitimate reason to trust any member of this party other than the boss and Jackie, and he hasn't had 5 minutes alone with either of them to give them an actual rundown of everything he knows now. So it's like I know things I will not say even in a player to player conversation because it.
Sorry, Nero.
We need to get Fox now.
Yeah.
This shit not good. Like, I didn't realize they'd taken his whole fucking crew. This is bad. This is bad.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, look, I specified that everybody was getting hit with trank darts.
I just didn't realize that they had taken everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I understood the severity, I didn't understand the level of the severity. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I knew we were at DEF CON 1. I didn't realize the rest of the world was there, too.
That's interesting. That's interesting. Hey, Chugs, I know you can't really answer this question at this current second, but as you know, Rook and his people were looking into gangs, like he's already told you. Is this gonna be an issue that's gonna pop up on Rook's radar real hard?
Um.
No.
mm,
I don't think it would.
Right now, I don't think it. I don't think it would because, like, this is when you guys are coming back. This is still in progress.
Right.
There's nobody from the Reef in Old Japantown right now who's gonna call back to like
No.
the only one in Old Japantown is Orca, and she's in the hospital. And she's not, and like even once she gets out of the hospital, she's gonna need physical therapy before she's in fighting shape.
Mm-hmm.
Besides
I just
the
worry about the background stuff you do with character backstories when I say, oh yeah, I'm investigating some X, Y, and Z, and I'm investigating X, Y, and Z who's funding X, Y, and Z.
No. Do you have PTSD from the whole Slither Kai thing?
so
Maybe.
so Dark.
Look, you give me things from your backstory, they will get incorporated.
So Dark.
I'm gonna start worrying early.
I will say this much, okay? Here's what I'll say from the shit that I do know. The groups at play, yeah, no, they're not gonna be none of this is gonna be registering on anyone's level. Now, like I said, it's specifically because of the groups at play here. Like, this isn't the kind of thing Afterthought probably would expect to end up being able to get public. I blame you, Rook. You know what? I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I blame you, Rook. It's your fault. It's you and your fucking brother's fault.
Oh, right. We forgot about something else. We've also kind of pieced together how much the Doctor plays into this because he seems to be tied to 3 people in the group so far. That was something else we talked about. I kind of almost forgot about that.
Oh yeah, the Doc has ties with you, with Kai, and with Jackie.
Yeah, that's another thing.
There's just a couple of people who want to shoot in the face.
But anyway,
I'm glad who's gonna have help with it.
that's all for this month. And this month, ladies and gentlemen, we have an insane lineup coming for y'all because we have our 5 Sundays this month.
Yeah.
And now it is time for us to move in and talk about the crippling defeat dealt to 3 of the 4 nations of home this last front. Oh, losers! How are y'all feeling?
The one who plays Luther is not here.
So, I will actually take this one since
The nation of Sid were the only victors this time.
So front two, we started off. We came back to home Mech X Kaiju, as you guys may or may not remember. In front one, we saw the first attack of the Kaiju. The only heavy injury was dealt to the Valaris Dominion during front one, taking out Titanfall Bastion and Luminal Reach. After which, we all got our asses summarily kicked by the Kaiju. And then found out immediately after ending the stream that we were playing front one on hard mode. And, yeah, we had to correct that shit. And I'll go reread the rules. Front two, we came back. We have 3 of the 4 nations here. So, yeah, Chugs. I'm gonna let you choose whether you go first or last, as you are officially the most heavily wounded player at the table now. Yeah. It was pretty rough.
The Valaris Dominion no longer exists. All of its major cities have been destroyed. Its second mech pilot died trying to defeat a Kaiju. And once again, this Kaiju was not defeated, and the Kaiju wreaked havoc. At this point, things are dark in my side of the world. And the final front is definitely... my pilot will definitely be showing up as an underdog.
Yeah. Luckily, Miguel left him his manufacturing facility, so he can at least build a new mech. Next, I guess we'll go over to the Imperium. Dark.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
Yeah, you kind of got punked on. I think you were the only one out of all of us to roll, to be at 4 Boone and 4 Bane during the show.
I only had 2 Bane.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't roll as bad as I did.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still never got a single 6.
Oh my god.
Right.
I kept cranking 6s out all night.
So how did you like Abyssus?
I really like Abyssus. I really do. I'm not okay with you taking out Sovereign's Cradle, you ass.
The God Emperor is dead! Rejoice, humanity!
Joke's on you.
He finally confirms it.
I still don't have... this is not a Warhammer thing.
Sure it ain't. Whatever you say, Gorechild.
That's literally the only thing. The only thing taken out of it. You cannot let it go. It wasn't even that. You didn't even know what Gorechild was. You saw Imperium, and that was it.
Facts, I didn't even see your kaiju and I called you as doing Warhammer bullshit.
Yeah, you didn't call shit, though.
So yeah, so how did things go for you? How did things go for you, Dark?
could not have hurt me more.
Look, I can't be the only one suffering in this game.
Oh, it's okay, cause let's get very real about it. You guys might have got beat up, but I'm the one who pulled the degenerate play during the attack on the Zathalon Commonwealth.
Yeah, you destroyed the Zathalon Commonwealth's holy land.
I destroyed let me start this off correct by stating, courtesy of Miguel, we were all sitting there with the rule book open the entire game. And while we were sitting there, we were reading through it, and I noticed the exact wording for some bullshit.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, man.
So first off, the Kaiju's ultimate power, something we ignored in front one that actually would have probably fucked every one of us over. The Kaiju's ultimate power adds 4 Bane dice to a showdown move. So I hit Miguel up with it as he was detonating his core, and negated his core detonation. Then I followed it up with the exact wording on when a Kaiju wins, which states location, you may destroy location or upgrade. So I took out Miguel's upgrades, gimping him next front.
You have essentially crippled his preparation stage.
Oh yeah. Look, so this is where I will once again point out. Well, actually, for the first time, point out this is a board game. There is supposed to be a clear winner, and
The nation of Sid is untouched, yes.
I'm going to do some degenerate. I just want that to be known.
Oh, bring it,
I
motherfucker!
don't want it to be a surprise.
Bring it, motherfucker! I'm ready. I got a pilot rank now.
Oh yeah, how does that work, by the way?
An extra boon during my preparation. So yeah, I've already kind of got the cards stacked in my favor for next front, heavily
And
so.
It really does appear like the nation of Sid is going to emerge as unless some degenerate shit happens next session with his dice.
Yeah. And that's the big thing is this front, the dice loved me. I kept rolling 6s like a god all night. Like I got
Opposite of gravity's look.
Yeah, like I pulled 2 critical successes, 2 complete successes, and multiple full successes. I think I only rolled 1 partial success the entire night.
I can't remember.
Where's my... hold on. I got my list right here. I literally only had 1 partial success the entire night, and that was when I rallied the people, which I think is hilarious since I had 2 monuments to do that with.
Yeah, the one thing that you should have been able to easily do, you didn't.
Yeah. Infiltrate every other nation and start my own secret information network that helps every nation, including myself. Perfect success. Gear up. Perfect success. Fight against the Kaiju. Perfect success. Convinced Sid Prime we're gonna win the fight? Nah, not really.
Guys, the replay game blows up first session, blows up second session, doesn't even fight the kaiju. This is why I'm not playing games like this.
And then, to be fair, the Nation of Sid did have an actual fun fight. I am not going to lie. Dark really brought a fun concept at me, and I blew that bitch the fuck up. Literally. I do gotta ask you, Dark. How did it feel taking on a Veritech?
I'm gonna find a copy of Macross and I'm gonna throw it in the water. Oh, puddle of water.
Oh, that hurts me. I know what I said.
Dark. Sleep with your eyes open tonight.
I'm gonna make sure it's a collector's item. I'm gonna look for it specifically. I will bankrupt myself.
You better, because you're not going to live much longer after.
No, it was great. It was great. It's good to see when people like really get a good groove, get a good like rolling success. There's nothing wrong with that. I may be salty about it, but no, I'm absolutely ecstatic about it. It was a great session.
Awesome. I do believe we are going to try do this do home again. That next time me and Chugs were talking about next time expanding it out to 6 players, which we should be able to create a map that is easily compatible for 6 players. There's only one thing that we all need to get our heads out of our asses about, and that's something Dark's apparently the only one really chiefing all of us on, and that is the time management in our storytelling. 3 of us are very heavy-handed and long-winded.
And so I have the benefit of not focusing on pilots per se and focusing on like the Imperium as a whole. So a lot of times I don't have to go into great detail of what my pilot's doing. I can talk about what the whole of the country's doing, which means my sentences and descriptions are a lot shorter.
Yeah, but we're supposed to get info on your pilot and their connection to the Imperium, their connection to their connection.
Yeah, and you did. But again, my focus is through the Imperium and to the pilots, not backwards.
And you wonder why I say that you're building the Imperium.
Really not.
Don't you have a whole bunch of pilots like just sitting around waiting to be shoved into a suit?
You'll find that out for one.
You brought it up last front, motherfucker! Yeah, because you had to go get a new pilot.
What? Huh? No, they're chosen, like, they have a calling to them. Like, it's not just, pilots laying around. I may have something, like, in the background that I want to explore, but no. Matter of fact, there are other pilots in their frames. There's always 20 frames up and running at all times.
See, that right there is cause for concern. Why you got 20 when you only need 1? What are you trying to do, Imperium?
Mind my own business, maybe.
I don't know. That sounds like over-weaponization there. Over-militarization.
I don't really want to hear it from the Sid Society.
We are built from the rejects and refugees of all your nations. Mind your tongue, Imperium.
Yeah, there's no reject in my Imperium. Thank you.
Really? Then explain all of my subjects that came from the Imperium.
The benefit of having my own narrative for my country means I don't have to allow you to say, hey, your people are from here. I'm like, no, I don't. No one's left. Anyone who is left, corpse starch. Ah.
So instead of allowing refugees, you literally kill them.
You guys are just gonna keep going back and forth with this after the end of
Oh, yeah.
Front 3.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
Still going to be arguing about your nation.
Pretty much. Usually how it goes.
As long as he recognizes the power of the nation of Sid, as you all will, there will be no problem.
But no, I for one am looking forward to the final front. And that is where I bring back up. We have 5 Sundays coming up, and next month we are loaded up to the T. On March 2nd, this Sunday coming up, Dark is at the helm with Everybody Loves Kragan, Act 2, Raven and Ravnica. Following up behind him on March 9th will be Gravity showing back up with Gauntlet Chronicles and the headache that is caused by Sid every Sunday he plays.
Yeah. At least until they finally nerf Genesis, which I don't think is gonna happen. I don't think it's actually ever gonna happen.
Never.
Yep.
I threatened the devs with death if they tried. They agreed.
Talk about that.
On March 16th, Chugs is back at the helm, coming back in with Cyberpunk Red, and we'll find out if Fox is gonna die. Yay!
Everything's
That was
so
my
much
shit.
worse.
It really
To put the line, it was never a matter of if it was a question of when.
Right. Then, on March 23rd, making its return from January, come and join me as I host the villain campaign, now officially named Avenging the King. And find out if Fled the movie ticket seller is going to do more dumb stuff.
Tried to take loss form. So funny.
Tries to command Tarask. Multiple.
That's still boggles the mind. 3 Taras.
No.
I would have
You're
been able
alone.
to do it had it not been for
No.
this meddling GM and his fuckery.
Look here, don't talk that way about your half siblings. And then on March 30th, we return here for the 3rd and final front of Home. As well as the GM podcast, if people can remember to this time show up on time instead of 2.5 hours late.
Who are you referring to on that?
I know you ain't talking, motherfucker.
I have been in and out of EC all day. Especially when it got to 4 o'clock where I was just waiting around. No one showed up.
Hey, Chugs, remind me, which 2 members were we waiting on since 3:30?
I am not going to take part in this
Yeah. So
Do not use me as your pawn, sir.
But you are.
anyway, let's wrap this up, everybody.
But yes. Thank you guys for coming and joining us. I know that we all that all of us DMs here have all of us GMs here have been enjoying bringing these games to y'all, bringing these stories to life with our friends, and entertaining you guys. So, as the GM, the main GM of Act 1 and Avenging the King, thank you guys for coming.
As DM for the second act of Everyone Loves Kragan, Raven and Ravnica, thank y'all for coming in.
As the GM of the Gauntlet Chronicles, and the madness that it is, it's been fun having you all watching. I hope you all have a good night.
As the GM for Better Off Red,
This has been Gold Hall Gaming, and this was just a podcast. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you all on the next one.
Goodbye, everybody.